right, ladies and gentlemen, where we were supposed to have him in studio. We were supposed to have him in studio today, but unfortunately he had an incident, so he had to go deal with that. But we have him online right now. Bunji Garlin. Mr. Alvarez, hold on. Mr. Alvarez?
Oh, yes, that is better.
Check.
Check.
Yeah. What's going on, boss?
Well, first of all, apologies that we know the order of the day was supposed to be actually in studio.
Yes.
But we have some things to go and address here now, so please forgive me, Trinidad and Tobago, and ready to say. But yes, all is well. God is good and all is well.
Yeah, man. So, Gary, what's up, man? I see big things where we launched the song yesterday, the message.
Yes, and I give thanks. The response was so far great.
Right.
Well, great.
That's well great.
You're getting some calls, my brother. You're getting some calls.
Well great.
No, but the vibe is nice. It's something that we've been working on about a year. But Shal, you know, right?
It was long in coming because
we had a meeting from since when?
Thank you. That was the best of the best that we performed together.
Yes.
And I saw him at what's the venue, Soleil Gardens, and he was there.
Yeah.
Right, he was there telling me, Shal boy, Bunji do a thing with the boss, you know.
Yeah, because the song was actually recorded the night before Best of the Best that year, right?
Right, yeah.
Right, and the whole concept come about. Well, I mean, once you know is Marley, you don't know what level it's right?
Yes.
It's a certain level of approaching things into a spirit level, serious thing, conscious thing, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Me myself, anybody who know me know my style too is a lot of things is reality things, and we try to deal with the issues and whatever the case is, although we have time to while out.
Right.
Gong and I, we spoke. I mean, over the years, we always been just here on our backstage together. And when we went into studio, we probably spent about an hour and a half just talking on, that same topic, what the song is about now. Right. So what is happening in Jamaica, what's happening in Trinidad. And we was talking about, especially at a show he did some years ago when he came here.
Right.
And at the end of the show, after he did the song with him and Nas,
right.
He said, he said in the show, Trinidad, I always know it to be a beautiful place. Don't become like us,
Wow.
And we took it from that angle because he, remember, part of his family too is from here, right?
Yes.
Right. So with that, both of us speaking, he always talk about how over the years, how much time he'd been coming here, he'd be able to walk around freely, and he'd observe the way Trinidad was getting over time, And we were just basically talking about what is the possible influences, whether it be from TV, whether it be from songs, whether it be from different nations, as the case may be, whatever it is. And the point is that, we needed to start to tackle it from somewhere.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And that's what the song is basically about, really. We call it the message because we couldn't find another name, but we thought the message was appropriate.
Yeah.
And I mean, really and truly, look at every day, the part in the song where I said, like the youth nowadays, every little youth turn killer, right?
Right.
None of them have respect for the laws of land. Nowadays, real blood spiller, all of them, and like getting younger and younger every time.
Mm-hmm.
And at this, notice I start the song from the angle of an apology. I apologize, seeing the crime rate rising infinite.
Right.
Every day people are wrong, we dropping like fly, yet I live in it. When I say I, doesn't mean me individually, but all of us who live in this society. We have a part to play in terms of trying to get this back on how it was and trying to get we younger generation out of where they're going. We can't just play sideline and say, well, it's them going this way and I not going that. We have a part to play because if we leave them, then it's who to blame for leaving them. You understand?
Yep.
So it's serious, and we couldn't joke with it, and we had to take it serious, and we had to tackle it.
Yeah. So
and we have a few more projects in camp where we try to go that route of, enlightening them.
All right. You're talking about yourself and Junior Gong, or you're talking about yourself as in, your team, Vikings?
Full circle. Myself, Junior Gong, Fair and Lions, Agent Sasco, Cardinal Official, right? Even one like Revelation and Ace and Crim and them.
Yeah, he was here earlier. Revelation was here earlier, actually.
Right. So the whole goal with all of us is, we have a lot of those topics where we're trying to streamline everything back into that way. Because what we do is music is one. Music is our job, yes. but it's also our tool to try to, to tell society what we need to tell them and uplift the spirit. Music is to uplift your spirit, it's to feed your soul, it's to free up, it's to frenzy, it's for all kind of things. So we just have to choose what we want to do with it. And this time around we chose that, hey, amidst the wild out and thing, we want to make sure and deliver some strong messages in there because we have a responsibility to do that then as human beings, not more than musicians, as human beings.
Garlin, let me ask you, how was it being in the studio with the son of Bob Marley, Damian Marley? I know you've performed with so many pop artists along the years.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you
how was he in studio?
I was going to ask you if you would consider. I was going to ask if you consider this a milestone in your career.
It's surreal because for me, it's a milestone for me because check it right over the years. How much years we learned that the friction between the Jamaican culture and Trinidad culture. That is one, right?
Yeah.
And who don't like who, this don't like what and whatever. And I remember years ago, somebody that put on Twitter, both of you all should do a song together. And I didn't even read into it. They just put it like that. And when someone jump in, he makes like, don't mix Rastaman and Bacchanal, blah, 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 and started going, and they started, and it ended up in a kind of hot kind of scene on the social, right?
Yep.
All right. For me to be able, when I asked Jazzy, I said, Jazzy, I have this project in my mind. I want to link with Gong to do this song. And Jazzy linked back in like 10 minutes. And was like, yeah. The man said, let's work. This is the son of, not just the son of Marley, but I consider him the son of reggae incarnate, right?
Right.
And who come from that school, from that time, there's no way that the two cultures was even going to be working together in that zone, in that time. So to see it work now, as soca artist and the son of Bob Marley able to work like that, it was testimony to me. It was testimony to the times that we know that the music is changing. The respect for the music across the board is changing on all sides. We are at a new stage or a new frontier in the way we do music, the way we deliver music, the people we could work with, or we have the ability to work with. Remember years ago, 10 years or 15 years ago, Trinidadians working with artists of a particular, well, I'll say more than 15, let's say 20 years ago. Trinidadian artists working with artists of a particular level or genre was almost unseen or unheard.
Yep.
It was almost taboo.
Yeah.
And that changed in a big, big way to this point now. And I think this is just, this is like a tip of the iceberg for what is to come then. A tip of the iceberg for what is to come. And when I say what is to come, I'm not talking about from Gong or whoever, but all these young talents that we have coming up. You have all these Second Star and them and the 3D and this one and the that one and you never know what could happen with them.
Yep.
And with who else, gateways opening, so we just have to appreciate the moment and try to beat it while the iron is hot and don't let it go to sleep then.
Hear that?
We hear you.
I hear that.
Okay?
Yes, all right, Viking. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that you also have Ding Dong on that mission.
I'm not gonna say Andre
because I noticed earlier you did.
He said he's very instrumental in the song, so he's very quiet right now for whatever reason.
Yeah, I noticed.
Andre, do you have anything to ask, Mr. Alphas?
You don't have nothing to ask your boss? Big interview on.
When Bunji come up,
we're having a conversation, Dong. So what?
You see how he is, Dong?
But you see how he trying to per Rasta and all them kind of thing, man.
No, it's not the time to be.
Look, I'm holding that Trinity, they're trying to wild up Rasta, man.
No, but wait. Well, let me defend him. Let me defend him a little bit, right? Let me defend him a little bit, right? I think it's a blessing that we have someone in our camp like Ding Dong when we build the road then, right? When Faye and I and this whole squad when we move in. Because like when we go in these zones and we meet all these different artists and things, he know the respect that he know just reach. And it's when you see the respect they give him and the way they interact with him and things, and sometimes I stand up on the side and say, some kind of artists have a particular vibe about them as opposed to a DJ.
Right.
And they just respond to him and move with him like, like an artist like one of them.
Yep.
And that is just make the whole thing easier then. Sometimes when you go, we roll with a whole camp, someone kind of off and everybody kind of iffy to deal with them. And we never had that problem rolling with him when we meet who we meet. Everybody just roll with him like, it's cool, he's one away, and we like that vibe, and we want to intend to keep that vibe all the time.
Thanks, smiling from ears to ears, yeah, let me see him.
You see this, brother? Yeah, wow.
I'm blushing,
All right, well, Well,
Respect.
Viking, it's the message. It's yourself and Damian Jr.
Gongzilla
Marley.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Keep
Yes,
them
thanks,
coming.
man.
Keep them coming, Bunji.
Will do.
Right?
Will do.
And
Respect.
thanks again for the message. Yeah?
Nah, man, no problem.
Yeah, man.